I built an e-commerce business that made $6 million a year, and then I sold it. But there's a twist. I just bought it back, and it's a total mess. Imagine building something from scratch, watching it explode in success, only to walk away, and then, years later, stepping back into what used to be your empire, only to find it in ruins. Today, I'm taking you back to the very beginning, the moment I had an idea and did absolutely nothing about it. I'm Ben Leonard, and this is Brand Rescue Mission. Welcome to episode 1 of Brand Rescue Mission, where I document the turnaround of the business I started, scaled, and sold to private equity, only for them to ruin it. It tanked. Now I've got it back, and I'm sharing in radical detail how I'm going to restore it to its former glory and beyond. I'll share the highs and the lows. This will be brutally honest. No one else is doing this in the consumer brand space. I want you to follow along as we rebuild this brand together. Your feedback and ideas will be part of this journey. During the series, we will go deep into everything as we do it. Everything from sourcing to marketing. But this is the first episode, so I'll take you back to the very beginning. I'll share the story of how Beast Gear began, from the spark of an idea to the first sale. I'll tell you what finally pushed me to take action, how I fumbled my way through launching my first product, and the exact moment I realized this wasn't just a side hustle, it was a real business. I was never an entrepreneur. In fact, I didn't even believe I could be one. Growing up, I was a nerdy kid with asthma, always picked last for sports. But when I discovered CrossFit, boxing, and weightlifting at university, I found a passion for training. The only problem was that good fitness gear was either way too expensive or completely fell apart after a few uses. So that's when I had an idea. It was summer 2012. I remember it clearly. We just finished a brutal workout, and one of the guys at training said, "We beasted it today." And something clicked. Beasted it. Beast Gear. That would be a cool brand name. How about a brand of fitness equipment that was both high quality and affordable? Equipment for people like me. And then I did nothing for 4 years. Why? Because I believed that entrepreneurs were other people, smarter people, richer people, not me. I had a steady job as an environmental advisor in the oil and gas industry. I had no business experience, no product development experience, no marketing experience. Who was I to start a brand? Fast forward to today, and I've built, scaled, and sold that same business for millions. I've mentored other entrepreneurs, spoken on global stages, and written a book about brand building. So what changed? I had a wake-up call. In January 2016, everything changed. I woke up in the middle of the night with severe chest pains. An ambulance took me to hospital. The diagnosis, my third recurrence of pericarditis, a swelling of the tissue around the heart. The doctors were clear. Sign off work, forget physical activities, and take a cocktail of drugs for the next 6 to 9 months while I recovered. I was miserable. For weeks, I just moped about the house, feeling sorry for myself. My gym bag sat there gathering dust, a painful reminder of the active life I couldn't lead. Then, one day, I was tidying and going through my gym bag. I found my skipping rope, or jump rope, for my American friends. It was cheap, it was flimsy, it was frustrating to adjust, and suddenly, I remembered my old idea from 4 years before, Beast Gear. What if I created a better jump rope? One with more oomph when it whipped around, one with a less fiddly adjustment mechanism, one from a brand that athletes would be proud to use. For the first time in months, I felt excited about something. I felt like I had a purpose. Within 3 years of that hospital visit, Beast Gear was generating $6 million in annual sales to over 275,000 customers. We had multiple product lines sold in markets across Europe, Australia, and the Middle East. Our gear was being used by professional athletes, Liverpool Football Club, renowned boxers, UFC fighters, and even Hollywood celebrities who it would be a mission impossible to mention by name. But the journey from that hospital bed to seven-figure exit wasn't straight or simple. And what happened afterward is why we're here today. Let's talk about the first step. Despite having zero business experience, I dove in headfirst. I Googled, YouTubed, and podcasted my way through it all. I found manufacturers on Alibaba, learned about product development, and designed what would become the bistro. I literally Googled how to find manufacturers and discovered Alibaba. I sent messages to several Chinese manufacturers, mostly in Shanghai. I felt like a real entrepreneur, contacting potential manufacturers on the other side of the world with just a few keyboard taps. And then I had a reality check. I got quotes from factories. It would cost about £2,500 to order my first 500 jump ropes. I had £2,000 in savings, but with a mortgage and bills to pay, I couldn't use it all. I scraped together what little I had, about £2,000. But for my first order, I needed £2,500. I was £500 short. My wife, Katie, encouraged me. After some hesitation, I called my parents and asked for a loan. With their £500 loan, I paid the manufacturer and the bistro was born. Now, I thought I'd sell to gyms. I pitched my skipping rope to a local gym owner, Shark Tank style. He laughed and ripped me to shreds. He didn't place an order. That's when I realized, why sell to gym owners when I could sell directly to customers? I could put my products online. In June 2016, my first 500 beast ropes arrived. I remember the excitement of holding the actual product in my hands. It wasn't just an idea anymore, it was real. And I still remember my first sale, which was actually to my dad. You see, I needed to get ranked on Amazon, so I got all my friends and family to buy it. But then something amazing happened. I'll never forget this conversation with my wife, Katie. I said to her, I sold 5 skipping ropes today. And she's like, okay, but how many were bought by your friends? 5. A few days later, I sold 10 skipping ropes today. She goes, and how many were bought by your friends? 7. Then, on June 29th, 2016, I sold 15 skipping ropes today. How many were bought by your friends? None. And Katie says, that's amazing. That was the moment. That was when I knew this could work. 15 complete strangers had chosen to buy my product. 15 people I had never met up and down the country wanted what I had created. Until that point, I viewed Beast Gear as a hobby, a side hustle that might earn me some extra pocket money. Now I realized it was real. I was an entrepreneur. I learned some hard lessons along the way, and if you're starting your own business, these will save you time, money, and headaches. Number 1, don't wait for the perfect time to start. I wasted 4 years sitting on my idea. There's never a perfect time, and ironically, my health crisis became the catalyst I needed. Start now, even if conditions aren't ideal. Number 2, learn as you go. You don't need an MBA or formal business education. Google, YouTube, and podcasts are free. I had zero business experience, but taught myself everything I needed through these resources. You can too. Number 3, the problem-solution formula works. I didn't invent the jump rope. I just made a better one. I knew exactly what was wrong with the existing products because I'd experienced those problems myself. Look for products you use that frustrate you. That's your opportunity. Number 4, take small, calculated risks. My first investment was just a few £1,000s. I didn't go all in. I took a measured step first. You don't need massive capital to test an idea. Number 5, be the face of your brand. I put myself front and center. I was in demo videos. I wrote emails in the first person. I was on the website. We even created automated WhatsApp messages where customers would receive a personal video from me thanking them for their order. Hey, I'm Ben from Beast Gear. I've just had a notification that you placed an order with us, so thank you so much for doing that. People buy from brands, but they connect with people. Large companies can't do this. It's your competitive advantage. Number 6 is listen to your customers. My first product wasn't perfect, but feedback helped me to improve it and grow. One boxing coach got blisters on his hands using our boxing paddles, so we improved the ergonomics of the handle. And number 7, ignore the doubters. That gym owner that laughed at me and ripped my idea to shreds, well, 3 years later, Beast Gear was making millions. The people who doubt you don't determine your success, your persistence does. I used to think that entrepreneurs were other people. But if Beast Gear taught me anything, it's this. The difference between someone with an idea and an entrepreneur is one thing: taking action. I wasn't special. I wasn't rich. I wasn't connected. I just got started. When I sold Beast Gear in 2019, I felt immense pride. I'd built something valuable from nothing, more than an idea. I'd proven to myself that I could do it. Over the next few years, I watched from the sidelines as the new owners took over. At first, everything seemed fine, but gradually I noticed changes. Customer reviews declined. The personal touch disappeared. The innovations stopped. The brand I poured my heart into was slowly losing its identity. The values that made Beast Gear special were fading away. It was like watching someone neglect something you love. That's why I made the decision to try to get it back. Not because it was a smart business move. Actually, most people thought I was crazy. I did it because I couldn't stand to see something I created wither away when I knew it could thrive again. I have learned something profound. Building a business isn't just about making money. It's about creating something that matters, something that helps people, something you can be proud of. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in business for years, remember that what you're building is more than a product or a service. It's a legacy. Treat it with that level of care and respect. That is how Beast Gear started. Of course, I just bought it back, and it is a shambles. There is work to do, and I'll share it all. In the next few episodes, I'll reveal exactly how much the business declined, the first steps I'm taking to turn it around, and the unexpected challenges we're already facing. I'll share how I grew the business to the point where I sold it. Then we'll explore what went wrong after I sold it, before we start to dig into the detail on how we're fixing it. But we needed to do this scene setting first. This is just the beginning of the brand rescue mission. In the coming videos, I'll take you through exactly how I'm rebuilding this brand, sharing the strategies, the wins, the failures, and everything I learn along the way. If you've ever thought about starting a business, or if you're in the trenches right now, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel is for you. Hit the like button if this inspired you, and tell me in the comments, what's the one business idea you can't stop thinking about but haven't started yet? What's holding you back from going for it? And please read the description. I have a bunch of useful links there. I'll see you in the next episode of Brand Rescue Mission.